Assalamualaikum. Good evening, Malaysian. I'm Miss Haja. Welcome to our weekly analysis. Today's slot will talk about Agilent Technologies layoff. As we know, this company want to reduce the number of staff, but the approach applied has proven otherwise. Today, we have two well-known guests in our studio. Thank you for coming, Professor Nur Azhar Muhammad Badr Zaman, Coordinator of Research Department UiTM.
Welcome.
And welcome yang bahagia Datuk Muazzari Maulana, Managing Director of Hewlett Packard Malaysia.
Thank you.
Before we go to Q&A session, first of all, Professor, please enlighten us with your opinion on this issue.
Okay, first of all, 8,000 staffs of Agilent Technology who were cut off from the firm during 2001 and out of 2 million people throughout company America who lost their jobs that year. But the company have a unique style in terms of communication among the staffs.
Alright, Professor, how would you describe Agilent Technologies' communication process for dealing with downsizing?
Okay, the process of communication where Agilent Technologies apply dealing with downsizing are, first of all, they have an open communication style. Second, they use a tell and sell strategy to inform employees of the change. Third, through a variety of media, they kept staff well informed of the core issues affecting the organization. And fourth, they created and reinforced trust in the company by emotionally involving employees.
Wow, there are a lot of process, Professor. Then, Dato, in your opinion, which approach, either getting the word out or getting the buy-in, is the best characterize the communication process, and why?
Okay, the basic difference between these two approaches. First, the getting the words out, which is focus on providing information, for example, emails, newsletter, and etc. And second, which is getting the buy-in, which is emphasized with this approach, is involving employees, both literally and metaphorically, in the communication of changes process. For example, enable emphasis on two-way communication, such as coffee talk, two-way meetings, and brainstorming meetings. And in the real world of the company activities, I really emphasize more on getting buy-in approach, because the problem we settle faster among the member in the company itself.
Same goes to me, Dato, and I also agree with what you said just now. Okay, the getting buy-in will create relationship among the top manager and employees become more closer, meaning it will reduce the bureaucracy system in the company. What can I say? The approach is really good.
Wow, it is really interesting discussion. Then, Professor, how to apply this and now phase contingency approach to the case, and what emerged from your analysis?
Well, the nature of the change can be related to stage and done phase types of organizational change, which include developmental or incremental transitions, task-focused transitions, or even charismatic transitions and turnarounds. That there are strong elements of charismatic transformation. In this case, in charismatic transformation, emotional commitment is the key to establishing a communication process. Meetings were used to allow two-way communication between the management and employees that were facing the job losses. The company drew upon the Hewlett Packard perfect of honest and open communication, and even the tired sound of CEO's voices in delivering the message of layoffs reinforced his own personal attitude to the problems faced the company.
Wow, long explanation from Professor. Thanks, Professor. Next, Dato, what assessment would you make of the media used by the company?
Right, the company used a variety of media that vary in the richness, including training given to managers on how they convey delivering bad news. And secondly, they enable feedback channel through brainstorming meetings. And also the CEO made public speeches to show his openness in communicating the difficulties facing the company itself.
Oh, so Dato, do you apply what you said just now in your company?
Yes, of course.
Now, Professor, what did Agilent do right? What was it able to still be voted one for the best company to work for even during its tough years?
Okay, all I can say is communication was the key to the success of Agilent, and they did it right, even through the darker periods. They focused the message they were sending to make it clear and concise. For example, face-to-face communication, strong commitment to communication, and communication to external stakeholders.
For the last question, Dato, what are the limits to an open communication style when faced with going round of downsizing? What else might be done by management to retain staff motivation?
Okay, some of the limit Agilent technology faced when downsizing were the staff began to feel that layoffs were fruitless when the organization situation did not improve, and the staff became aware of their failure to help improve their performance of the company. Then, in my opinion, myself, to retain staff motivation, there are a few ways. First, by increasing the medical benefit, or we call as non-monetary benefit. Second, rotate the responsibility of each employee. For example, the clerk in HR department will work at production department and vice versa. And last, there are many things we can think logically to maintain staff morale.
Okay, after we heard all the answers from our panels, we have seen that the concept of communication strategy is essential to produce successful organizational change. This idea, by looking at the way this image also influence what communication skills are most likely to be utilized during organizational change. Okay, thanks for sharing the thought, Professor yang bahagia Dato'. Thank you for staying with us in this segment. For any inquiries and opinion, email us in Facebook or Twitter. Thank you and good night. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera.